Hi there guys, Mobro here. I just wanted to create a short video as a follow-up to my last video. If you saw my last video, you saw that I created two maps. One was the rectangular version, and the other was a rounded, or sometimes referred to as a flat Earth map. And so in this video, what I'm hoping to do is show you how the one map, the rectangular version, becomes the rounded or flat Earth map. Okay. And so just as an example, I'm going to show you how these grid lines switch over and transform into the rounded version. So what you're seeing is all the grid lines going to their proper places in the rounded version of the map and then going back. Okay, so I'm just going to switch over to a little slideshow. So what we have here is an image of the sphere or the Earth or a globe, and when we look at this version, we also think of this as the globe. So both of these maps in our mind are identical, and so that's what that means. This globe version is identical to this what I call the textbook version. Okay, so they are identical in our mind. Okay, so what I did in my last program was attempted to replicate this map um, using pure data. Okay, so I had millions of records in the form of latitudes and longitudes in various places on Earth, and I mapped them to the screen one pixel at a time, and the result was this particular map right here. Okay, and then when I showed you that when I compared this version to the previous, I saw that they were identical. The main purpose of doing this exercise was to show you that the data that I have is accurate, and my program is mapping it correctly to the screen. Okay, and the fact that we got identical maps proves that point. Okay, and then what I did is I took it one step further and attempted to map this exact same data onto a rounded version of the map, and this is the result that I got. Okay, and I showed you in the video that when I compared this map to an existing map from 1892 that's on the web, I found that they were also identical. Okay, in every way, so you could compare the latitude and longitude locations of all the continents, and you'll see they are exactly the same. Okay, so I actually have an updated version of this map of 1892 because I have countries laid out in this map that actually didn't exist in 1892. Okay, so hopefully if you caught on to the main point of my video, you found that this version of the map is actually identical to this version of the map. Okay, and you could verify that just by looking at the longitude and latitude locations of the countries, and the fact that they're spread out is simply because of the way they're laid out. Okay, and now what I'm going to actually, in case you have doubts in your mind, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how this map it transforms and becomes the rounded version of the map. Okay, so my program actually ran for a long time in creating this. So what I've done instead, rather than making you wait while this program runs, I've actually created images at various increments, and so now I'm going to just go through the images, and you're going to see the transformation of this map. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the images. So you see all the countries are shrinking and they're going towards their respective locations. Okay, so you notice at times countries are overlapping, or you can see here Australia looks like it's going behind. Okay, so the reason that's happening is it needs to flip over. So there's various quadrants that need to flip over to the opposite side. Okay, so there you see Australia appearing on this side because it has to end up over here, because this is where these longitude lines and latitude lines are. Okay, and so and when it was a flattened version, or the rectangular version, this is where the latitude and longitude lines were sitting. So now it needs to transform and go to the other side, and it just goes behind. Okay, you see all the countries shrinking. Some of them look like they're disappearing, but they're actually just going, they're flipping over to the other side, and then they reappear when it flattens out again. Okay, so I hope hopefully you can see there how this transformation happens, and I hope that it proves to you that both of these maps are in fact identical in every way possible. Okay, so the only difference is they're being shown on a different scale, and that's why you're seeing stretching, and that's why you're seeing shrinking. Okay, if you just follow Canada, you see that it starts spreading out. Okay, and that just has to do with the scale, nothing more. Okay, so I'll just do it one more time just to give you a visual on that. Okay, so this is the end result. um, okay, and so now hopefully that clarifies that this map is no different from this map. Okay, and if that's true, then process of elimination, we find that the globe that I showed you as the first picture is actually no different from this map. Okay, and they are interchangeable. Okay, I hope you're liking what I'm showing you. I still have a lot of things to share, and if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and encourage me on so that I can continue doing work, and I'll continue sharing. Okay, thank you and take care. Bye.